Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Trails into Reverie. So, in the last episode, we've just got to this village. We went and caught the fish. We caught the fish. Now we're just going to do a bunch of the side stuff until we progress the story a little bit, because, you know, that's what we do. We were told in my little walkthrough that we are following, yes, for those just joining, we are following a walkthrough because there's way too much little shit I can miss, and I don't want to miss them because I love this series to death. So the only reason I follow the walkthrough is just so I don't miss anything. I don't actually read weaknesses of enemies, really, or how to beat bosses, blah, blah, blah. I just want to get all the little details. So thanks again for saving us earlier, guys. All the grown-ups and Mr. McDowell have been looking really sad, so we wanted to cheer them up with some flowers. We were going to pick some of the pretty ones just outside the village. Yeah, we didn't think we'd have to worry about monsters if we didn't wander very far. We're sorry we caused so much trouble. You don't need to apologize. Just be more careful next time. Okay, but we still want to give you these. We asked Jake to help us get them. Honey syrup! Hell yeah. Wow, we really appreciate it. I'm sure you guys have a lot of stuff to do, so we thought these might help you out. How thoughtful. Thank you so much. Okay, so Jake's store, we were in there already. But it just says to ignore the weapon we bought, but I bought it. Purchase the armor, which we did, and I think we already have the Crossbow Times Independence Special. It said this is our last chance to buy it. Also, I didn't realize we had all this DLC. Maybe we should open these. Terry Bomb, Celestial Bomb, EP, Azure Droplet. Whoa! Brave Sea, Zero Powder. We're gonna buy them. Shining Palm Incense. Why not? And this is just it's just costumes. Can I open another character who wears costumes with you? Oh. Well, that's fine. Fine. Crossbow Times Independence Special, we do have it. Also, that just bumped up our fucking items by, like, a good amount. I don't know what the Azure Essence is, but it sounds busted. Azure Droplet. Increases maximum experience by 10,000. Oh. Cool. These just levels people up if they're under-leveled. We want to go to the inn now. This will be to buy a recipe and also to continue the story just a wee bit. Because we may as well while we're in here kind of thing. But we'll go get that recipe first. I didn't realize we had DLC. Oh, sorry. Hello, Gofan. I suppose I'm hanging in. I'm more concerned about the evacuees. How are they doing? It's hard to say, really. The people who came from the city are feeling more uneasy than any of us. I'm happy to open up all of our rooms, but we only have so many. It isn't ideal for them to all have to share. That's very true. I'm sorry for the burden we've undoubtedly placed on you. I've got nothing to apologize. Oh, you've got nothing to apologize for, Ellie. You did the right thing. I'll do what I can to keep them comfortable, like make them snacks in my spare time. It's not much, but it's something. It's easy to overlook how stressful the situation must be for the evacuees as well. We need to resolve this as soon as possible. Now, Gofan, I want your minestrone, baby. Oh, yeah. We don't need to rest either. Oh, right. Let's talk to Risha and...
I'm so glad you're alright, Risha.
Shan.
First I was separated from Daddy, and then you disappeared. I was worried sick about you. I'm sorry for worrying you, San-san. I'm so relieved to see you're alright, too.
San-san. I guess I was pronouncing it a little wrong.
Risha, don't ever leave me like that again. Because as long as you're here, I feel like I can overcome anything. I know things may seem scary now, but we can pull through this. You're right. But
Well, this is a heartwarming sight. Oh, the Triple S. Does this mean you're going to be leaving again? We don't have a plan set in stone yet, but most likely yes. I still don't know whether Ilya or Sully... Oh, and Sully are alright. I'll do whatever I must so that we can perform together again. I thought you might say that. I'm sorry, San-san. I know it must feel like we're ripping your best friend from you after you just got her back. But there are people who need Risha's help, us included. We need her with us if we're going to secure Crossbell's future and freedom. I know it won't be easy, but we're asking you to have faith in us. We promise we'll take good care of Risha and give her all the support we possibly can. I'm sorry for putting you through so much, I really am. I promise I'll come back as soon as I can. And when I do, I'll bring everyone from Long Lao back with me. No, that'll convince Ramona. Okay, but please be careful. I'm going to hold you to that. You had better look after her. We will. We always do. I should be the one looking after her. What's wrong, Risha? Were you going to say something? Oh, no. It's nothing. Was that my imagination? Nope, she had a little pent-up aggression there. Just a little bit. Okay, so once we're done with that, village chief's house to the north. We'll do that up. There's not that much side activity actually doing this village, so we're probably moving on pretty quickly here. Well, look what the cat dragged in. The young folk of the village have been keeping me up to date. That includes, of course, everything that happened to the city. You folks have had it rough. We're sorry for worrying you, Chief Tolta. I owe you so much for taking in my grandfather and the refugees. As his secretary, please allow me to express my deepest gratitude. Come now, lass. Now more than ever, we've got to extend a helping hand in times of need, especially when Rufus Elba Rage has absolutely fucked up all your happiness. It was the speaker who fought for us when those goons were trying to set up a convalescent home and military camp. Not to mention all the times Tripolis had helped us in the past. Heh, we were only doing our jobs, sir. Spare me the humility. We've been in debt, owing your debt ever since. Not once have you abandoned the weak. Nope, you fought for all of us. That means a lot to me. You okay, Ellie? If you ever need a hand with something at all, anything at all, sorry, you just let us know and we'll come running. We may be a rinky-dink little farm village, but we've got your backs all the same. And we couldn't ask for better allies. Thank you so much. I am sick as fuck, by the way, in this recording session, so if I sound off or nasally at times or have to stop to breathe, I am just sick as fuck. There are so many people supporting us, we really can't afford to let them down. I just know we're going to take Crossbell and find Kia. Yes, I hope so. Kia, sorry. So would you mind me asking what happened after the ceremony, Ellie? You haven't been yourself ever since we ran into you outside the village. Uh-oh. I don't deserve to have the villagers speaking so kindly about me. Not after I turned my back on Kie. What?
Please forgive me, Lloyd. It's not Cecile's fault that Kia isn't here. Not at all. It's entirely mine for abandoning her.
You abandoned her? Oops. Sorry for the noise. My chair is so fucking... My chair needs some WD-40. But we've known that for a while. And I'm hitting things and just trying to get comfortable. Just after the signing ceremony. This was 2 days ago!
Ellie! There you are, Kia! I've been looking for you!
Yeah, Cecile should be somewhere nearby too. Is Lloyd?
He'll be fine. Risha's with him. Now come over.
Ah! Run, or you'll get caught up in it!
Ah!
Kia!
Oh.
No!
And she's gone.
Kia! Kia! Where are you? Grandfather!
So it doesn't seem like it's
Ellie,
actually your
go!
fault. Oh?
I'll be fine. We'll see each other again soon. I promise. There are other people who need you.
Kia!
Yeah, this doesn't seem like you abandoned her. You just helped somebody else and she said to. Heaven forbid.
I'm so sorry. This is all my fault. I could have ran to her voice and grabbed her hand, and I chose not to. I don't deserve to call myself her guardian, or even be a part of the SSS.
Oh, because you did one
So
thing.
that's what happened.
There was like a new declaration of war. You... It's fine.
It's going to be all right, Ellie. Kia's just fine. I'm sure of it.
How can you be so sure?
We've done nothing but force hardship on her ever since we returned from the Azure Tree. While we fought for our home's freedom, she stood by us and helped however she could, despite being separated from her best friend.
Heartbreaking.
And never once did she not have a smile on her face. No matter how hopeless things felt, Kia never stopped smiling for us. She never gave up. We were the ones who swore to protect her. And there she was again, being the one who protected and supported us. Just like always.
You're right. She always has. We were only able to continue smiling ourselves because her smile was giving us hope. I think that's exactly what she was trying to do the day we were separated, too.
I'll be fine! We'll see each other again soon, I promise! There are other people who need you!
Plus,
I couldn't see her face,
she can handle it.
but I could feel how desperate she was to encourage me. Even though she must have been so scared. How can one little girl be so positive?
I'd like to say that's how she's always been. But we both know she's even stronger now than she was before. Kia isn't the same girl she was when we first met. She's no longer powerless to fight against a terrible fate that was decided without her consent. She's one of us now, in every sense of the word. Always with us, always fighting and smiling. In just 2 years, she's grown and become the Kia Bannings we all know and love. That's why, if she says she'll be alright, and that we'll see each other again, then I know we can believe her. So there's only one thing left for us to do, right?
Yes, you're right again. I think deep down, part of me still thought of her as a helpless child that needs us to look after her. I should have known better. Should have seen that as we were getting stronger. She was right there with us, getting stronger too.
Well, I'm hardly in any position to judge when it comes to being overprotective of Kia. But the thing is, she put her trust in us. So it's only right we do the same thing when she asks, right?
You're on fire, huh? Right again. There's so much for us to do right now. The only way we're going to manage is by taking it one step at a time. Kia told me she would be okay, and that there are other people who need me. I'm going to place my faith in that, so I'm sure we'll be reunited as long as we stay the course.
That's the spirit. It's only a matter of time before our paths cross again. So we don't want to disappoint her when we meet up. I'd say we owe it to her as her guardians, and as her friends.
This is so like you, Lloyd. Always encouraging me when I need it most. It's been this way for a long time, hasn't it?
I think a little too fucking long now.
At night on the roof, when I thought of leaving the SSS. Even when I decided to become grandfather's secretary during the occupation. Sometimes I wonder if the only reason I've been able to keep going these last few years is because I knew you were with me. Words can't express how grateful I truly am.
I'm flattered, but I don't think I did anything particularly special. I've known for a long time that your future was going to lead you to politics. And I know you'll make Crossbell and the world a better place. So I'm happy to do whatever I can to give you a push in the right direction if you need it.
Is that the only reason? I hope the reason you look after me so much isn't just for the good of Crossbell.
Uh-oh.
I thought it would sound cooler if I put it that way. But you got me. I think my feelings are a little more straightforward than that.
Hey.
I want to do what I can to help you realize your dreams because you're Ellie. You're important to me. That's the real reason.
Thanks. I know I forced that out of you, so forgive me for being a little selfish.
Just a wee bit? I think it's fine.
I think that's just what I needed to hear to begin looking forward again. You always make me feel like nothing is impossible, not even getting our home back.
Because nothing ever is. And I'll be right here to tell you as many times as it takes.
Wicked. That actually gave me goosebumps parts of that, but, you know, just happens. Just happens. When you've been involved with these characters for so long and you get scenes like that. Okay, so let's see. Into the new building, the sanatorium! Okay, so just make sure we've done everything else first, it says. So we're just gonna The fuck's wrong with my phone? Hold up. So, just like my page froze, which is weird. But we got the Minestrone, we got the 2 pages, we did the fishing. And we did everything at the general store we needed. Yeah, we're just ready to go on. Cool. Cool. So to the new building, the sanatorium. But which one's the sanatorium? It's just probably going to be my map somewhere, somehow, some way. This direction? Ah, the sanatorium. Let's give it a go. I think we've seen everything that there is to see in the village now. Is it time to visit the clinic? We'll hold off for a second. Just to be on the safe side. Don't want to fuck up here. I think we've seen everything, yeah. Enter the clinic. There you two are. Hey, Risha, finished catching up with Sansan? Yes, I just wanted to see how she's doing, so it didn't take long. You two are going to visit Speaker McDowell, correct? Would you mind if I joined you? Not at all, and thank you for keeping him in your thoughts. Lloyd, Ellie, and Risha entered the clinic as Ellie showed them the way to Speaker McDowell's room. Hell yeah, let's go talk to the old man. See what's going on.
Grandfather, it's me.
Oh, Ellie, do come in.
Well, he is quite the welcoming. Hey, Lecter! Keep forgetting you're around, for whatever reason.
Oh.
It's good to see you again, Mr. Speaker. But are you sure it's all right for you to be sitting up?
There's a gun wound to the arm.
I do still feel some lingering pain, but they told me just this much would be all right. I owe the goddess my deepest thanks. It brings me joy to see you are all doing well. Particularly you, Ellie. You're looking much brighter than you were before.
Well, It's true. I do feel much better now.
She got pepped up. I think Lloyd has something to do with that. I figured Playboy here wasn't going to let her stay down in the dumps. You know I can hear you, right? Ahem, in any case, I'm glad to hear you're doing better, Mr. Speaker. So am I, but please don't overexert yourself and try to rush your recovery. After everything that's happened to Crossbell, I don't know what I would do if something were to happen to you, too. She's right, your condition is stable now, but the clinic is still short on staff and medicine. The best thing you can do for yourself and us is getting plenty of bed rest. I will, thank you for looking after me. I only wish there was something I could do in return. My powerlessness is simply galling. Please don't blame yourself, Grandfather. I cannot apologize enough to the people of Crossbell for my fellow former Ironbloods' actions. I also wish to make clear, on no uncertain terms, that the Imperial government abhors what happened and was not involved. The illegal occupation of Crossbell is the work of Rupus Alvaria and his alone. Fear not, I was not under the impression that Ereboni was responsible for this. I could never imagine Emperor Eugent allowing his actions at this point. It wouldn't make sense for the Empire to stage an occupation of Crossbell now after willingly withdrawing its forces not long ago. Though, that only begs the question of why Rufus is doing this. Or, why he has collaborators and this Ebon Defense Force backing him. I can't speak for the two we didn't recognize, but I can't wrap my head around Dieter and Garcia helping him. The former CEO of the IBC and an ex-Jaeger-turned-mafia boss. That's quite the pair of convicts he's working with. Each of them has a personal history with the Triple S. Now that, as I said, I know who the characters are, but I don't exactly know what their involvement is with this crew, because, you know, I still should go back and play those Crossbell games. I've also crossed blows with the Killing Bear as Yin before. Come to think of it, we helped you when you were in prison, didn't he? Oh, he did, sorry. He did, which is why I'm having such a hard time understanding his involvement. They both seemed like they were ready to turn over a new leaf. Why do this, Dieter? About that, I had the chance to confront him briefly before I escaped the city. You did? Well, this is news you should have spilled the beans on just a little earlier.
Grandfather! Cecile, he's been shot!
Hold on. I need to stop the bleeding.
Dieter, wait!
It's good to see you again, Ellie. You're looking well.
Why? Why are you doing this?
What possessed you to play a part in such foolishness? Did you not learn anything from your short-lived presidency?
I learned much, I assure you. That is why I am here today.
Oh?
Back then, my daughter played me like a fiddle.
Oh.
But this time, I am following my own convictions, and that is what led me to join the new unified government.
You hopeless fool.
Sounds like a bad decision
Uncle
to me.
Dieter, how can you truly believe that this is the right path? Surely you can see.
Looking at you and your friends now, you don't stand a chance against the Supreme Leader. I'd advise you take the time to reevaluate what justice means to you. You and your compatriots both.
Cold as ever. Damn. Really? Is he still on about that? He's always had a raging hard-on for that kind of stuff. But I want you to know you can still trust us, Mr. Speaker. We'll get to the bottom of their motivations and do what we have to take back Crossbell. We won't allow the independence we've worked so hard for to slip through our grasp like this. Again. That's right. We're going to give up on our dream. We are not going to give up on our dreams so easily. We can achieve anything when we all work together. The entire Triple S. That's never changed. Thank you. It's reassuring to know we have your help. And I'm ready to lend my strength to the cause as well. I guess I can lend a hand too. Please take care of yourself, Lloyd. I don't want to have to treat you too. I will, Cecile, promise. Let's go think on what our best course of action from here will be. Well, probably get another few members of our team here. I'm ashamed there's nothing more I could do for them. They have shouldered what should have been my burden time and time again. Please don't blame yourself, Mr. Speaker. They're doing what any Crossbellian would if they had the power. Although...
I know Lloyd and his friends can take care of themselves, but please, keep lighting their way, Guy.
Keep lighting their way, Guy. Well, we need that slot just on the in case. Alright. Off we go. A little further. Hey, yo! Where did that come from? Are we under attack? Don't think so. Nor do I. Take a closer look. Looks like there's a letter. A letter? I've never seen anything like this script, though. Looks like an old school style of writing from the East, and I'm guessing it's coded. Precisely. I've used this exact code in my work as Yin before. It says, "The dancer and the former Zero Child are in our care. Come to the ancient battlefield to the southwest. We await you." Oh. Well, fuck, we found them. A note written in Eastern code delivered on a kunai meant for Yin. Not hard to figure out who it's from. Or who they have in their custody. Yeah, well. At least, they're both alright. I told you Kie's strong, didn't I? Still. Why would they be looking after Ilya as well? I don't think they're looking after Ilya, but... whatever. Is something wrong, Lloyd? Wait. You don't think this is a ransom note, most likely? They wouldn't have waited this long to contact us without a reason. They may be under their care, but that doesn't mean they're safe. No. The ancient battlefield is where the cult had its base, right? Can't say I have a good feeling about this, but you're not gonna let that stop you, huh? Of course, as long as there's a chance Kia is there, no danger is too great. We'll do whatever it takes to keep her safe. I feel the same way. Not going simply isn't an option if that's where our loved ones are. That's right. Let's make sure we're fully prepared before we set off. I think we're pretty much ready. Try leaving the village to trigger a scene, and I think we're gonna get hit with what happened with Reenie Boy. And then we're gonna have to go over to the next section of the game. Or maybe not. This time. What's the strange feeling? Closing, or choosing to continue will cause the main story to advance. It will also not be possible to go any further in Lloyd's story for a brief period. Well, let's just proceed. Is there something wrong, Lloyd? Oh, sorry. I thought I said something strange, but it must have been my imagination. Also, did we get the character note? Just Ellie and Cecile's. You get this automatically. Oh, and well... And Speaker does page 1 and to his character notes, which we got because it's just forced upon us anyway. We're good. We're good. We're good. Wait, why does my pocket feel bulkier all of a sudden? Another mirror! A mirror? How peculiar looking. Where did it come? Where'd you find it? I'm not sure. I've never seen it before. Strange as it sounds, it just appeared in my pocket out of nowhere. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that doesn't just happen. I'm guessing one of the village kids slipped it into your pocket as a prank? Maybe, but I doubt any of them could pull it off without me noticing. But if that's not it, then how did it get in my pocket? I can't even hazard a guess. I feel as though I have it for a reason. Hey, yo! What's happening?
The conditions have been met. The road to where all may gather, to where destiny avails itself, just at the horizon, is open.
Well, that was mystical.
Come, and sink into an illusion that mirrors the real world, and extols its endless possibilities.
What? How far into this episode are we, by the way? I have not been keeping an eye on the time. 26 minutes, we're doing alright. Oh, lovely. One of these. Oh, cool, the whole crew gets to come. What just happened? What? Where are we? It's some sort of white garden. I've never seen anything like it. I'm getting the feeling there's more to this place than meets the eye, too. I mean, what kind of garden is surrounded by floating books? Yeah, I'm not sure where we are, but it doesn't feel like the world we know. How did we even get here to begin with? That's a good question. I can't fathom how we came here either. In fact, I can't recall what I was doing before I ended up here at all. I feel as though we were all together the moment before we arrived, but beyond that, I haven't the slightest clue what happened. Well, this is just great. It's like something is blocking out my memories of before we got here. Actually, it's worse than that. It's not just my memories of right before. There's gotta be a pretty good reason I was hanging around you guys, but it beats me what it is. At least we're all on the same page about that. I feel fuzzy too. I've been trying my best to recall what I was doing earlier today, but nothing's coming to mind. My best guess is we were working together for some reason, but I'm not sure why. Regardless of how we got here, I think it's safe to assume it's affected our memory somehow. And maybe we should go figure this out. Agreed, and standing here being confused isn't going to answer any of our questions. I think we should have a look around and see what we can find. So do I. If nothing else, we need to know whether this garden is safe. We may find clues as to how we arrived here as well. Sounds like we got a plan then. Oh, and don't forget that there are 2 floors to this place. Let's check them both out. And likely some enemies, I'm going to assume. Maybe? But either way, I'm going to just save on this one. We got multiple saves for this one episode, but still, whatever. Who cares? We're going to explore this in the next episode, so please comment, subscribe, tell me what you thought, tell me what you think this place is, what it's all about, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now, folks.